3 degrees downtown. That's what the weatherman says was going to be our high today. Unfortunately, I said 24 degrees. It went a bit higher than that as well and went all the way to Barbara's prediction, 25 degrees. She wins again. She really does. Friday, April 16th, and I'm glad to have everybody along this morning. Believe me, you're going to love this because we've been teeing this one up for a little while now. I've got to be honest with you. And we're talking to a band coming out of North Carolina. Now, for everybody, I tell you what, let me do this first. Get this out of the way.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and for everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live right now, thank you so much for tuning in, and believe me, you're going to love this. A band coming out of North Carolina, and I'm absolutely loving it, and believe me, Crenshaw Pentecostal, apparently named after a Drake strip. I've got to find the skinny on that one, because believe me, I'm a big Drake strip kind of guy. Let's kick it off. Here, coming out of North Carolina is Crenshaw Pentecostal and Bad Heart. So you okay there, Zach?
Yeah, man.
You haven't got
You're still a little frozen, but I can hear you, so we'll just run with it.
Yeah, believe me, I'm getting the same deal.
Kind of catches up here and there.
Yeah, I'm getting the same deal. You don't need a stiff drink?
I had a little sip of tequila a little while ago.
Okay, well, you know, it's always good to have the bottle handy if you need it. You never know. You're talking to a Kiwi. You might just need it. And I promise you...
How's the weather there for you guys?
Not bad, actually. You guys are in Fahrenheit, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, inside the office here it's 87.8. Damned hot, muggy. Outside you see New Zealanders in Celsius, so we're at 23.7 degrees, so 24 degrees. My prediction for the day, but Barbara's already won, which is really upsetting. She always seems to do so.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
Yeah, you're good at it. I wonder who you learnt that from.
Poker.
From who?
Poker.
Poker.
Yeah.
What? Predicting the weather?
Just playing poker, yeah.
Just playing poker. How did we get on
Just
poker? We're
it's just
talking
numbers.
about the weather.
Yeah, it's just numbers.
Yeah, it's just numbers.
It's
Fair
numbers.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Zach, how long have you been playing?
Oh, probably like a good 15 years now. 10, 15 years, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Since I was like 14, maybe.
Nice. And somebody told me that you were the lead singer and the person that writes the songs.
Pretty much. I write 98% of it. And Dusty will pitch in a line or two here and there when I need one.
Nice. Well, a good friend of ours coming out of North Carolina put us on to you. His name, of course, is Terry Buncannon. Do you know that guy?
If I saw him, yeah, probably. I'm terrible with names.
He actually plays...
He knows one of us, that's for sure.
Yeah, he actually plays a lap steel.
Okay.
Big,
Yeah.
big beard
Yeah.
kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, yeah.
Yeah, he raved about you. And I got to say hi to Terry as well. Nice to have you on
that's
board.
awesome.
And Brian, don't
Yeah.
forget Brian. Who
That's
I've
really
been
cool.
calling.
Well,
Hi, Brian.
hi Brian. Nice to have you on board as well, my friend.
He's at work.
He's at work, unfortunately, so he can't make the interview. Unfortunately, Zach, he doesn't know what's coming up. It's going to be like...
You don't even know.
Yeah, believe me, Zach, this is going to be like no interview you've ever done before, or will probably ever want to do again, okay?
This is great.
It's all about your band, it's all about your music, it's all about... Well, we don't play ads through it. We might play a few stingers, you know what I mean? So we're not into making money,
Yeah.
but we like to
Oh, yeah.
we like to have a bit of fun doing it as well. Okay?
I'm down with that.
Nice. Love the tats too, by the way, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Much better than the baby doll heads behind you. Your mum's going to kill me.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah, picking on her decor, I know.
Oh, I tell you, it's good use of a shelf, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like those old bead curtains back in the day.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember those things.
The bead curtains.
The bead
I bet you
curtains,
went through
yeah.
a few of those bead curtains.
In my
that's for
time, I
sure,
have, yeah. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 21 after 11 o'clock, 23 degrees downtown. Not bad, actually. That's what the weatherman says we were going to get today. High, intermittent cloud. Well, you know, it's actually a blinder outside. It's beautiful. Friday, coming into a brand spanking new weekend, April 16th. And I'm absolutely elated. And believe me, it seems like we're taking up residence in North Carolina just lately, talking to so many and so much talent coming out of that region of America. It really, really is. And today is no exception. Today we're talking to Crenshaw Pentecostal and we're talking to Zach Tilley. Welcome to Galaxy, Zach.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you on board. Now, Zach, you're the guy who basically is responsible for everything, aren't you? You write the songs, you sing the songs. What else do you do in the band?
I just play guitar a little bit. The other three guys, you know, they make the songs sound pretty good. But I bring the song usually and let them do whatever they want on it, really, you know. We just kind of jam and figure it out.
Believe me, it's called creation, I think.
Yeah.
Rather surreal times right now, though, with this COVID virus thing going on. How are you guys handling it over there?
We're handling it fine. We've actually, I mean, other than playing shows, we've been fairly busy recording and trying to write, you know. But it's been fun for us. We put out a bunch of music this past year, really because we had the downtime to do it, you know. We weren't playing shows.
Yeah, believe me, I get that. I really do. In fact, bands from all over the world, and believe me, I got people from France, Belgium, the UK, all saying the same thing, Australia as well, America, Canada, believe me, everybody around the world is saying the exact same thing, not doing shows. So we're writing, we're recording. So what I'm basically saying to you, Zach, is I kind of expect some new music from you guys in the near future. What do you reckon?
I think you're right. We definitely have a handful of stuff, a handful of songs, I should say, that we got coming in soon. We got to get them recorded, but they're there.
Awesome. Now, at the same time, just get rid of that squelchy sound. At the same time, with the COVID virus and everybody saying they're not doing shows, they're writing more, they're recording more. Have you got anybody that's coming in-house these days, or are you doing it on the internet?
On the internet, really, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it weird how we've had to adapt these days to modern technology just to be able to get a song out, to be honest with you?
Yeah, we, a lot of times we'll record most of the stuff in Brian's garage where we practice. And then we send it over to his cousin who's in Nashville, Ross Copley. And he does all the like mixing and mastering for us, which is really nice. So it's a pretty easy process now, you know, that we got him over there.
Very, very cool. Now, I must apologise. You might see me from time to time making funny body gestures, something like that. It's basically, and I'm going to be honest with you, Zach, I have a voice in my head. Now, it's actually my on-air producer. She gives me stats, bits of information, stuff like that. So if you see me just sort of glance over or something like that, probably she's talking to me. But she has asked me a fan question, actually, Zach. how do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Zach, do you respond?
Yeah, we do. I would say Instagram is probably number one, and then we got Facebook. Those are the two main ones we use, but Instagram is pretty active.
Okay, now do you have a website as well? More importantly, on your website, and believe me, we want to be able to download your music, but do you have a merch store as well?
We don't. We don't have either of those things, and those are good things to have.
Yeah, believe me.
I'll probably put Brian on that.
I recommend it. I really, really do, because believe me, people are going to want to go to your, literally to your website, download your music, get a source of your music, and or anything like T-shirts, koozies, guitar picks, you name it. People love collectibles, and well, as soon as you get that done, let us know. We'll promote it for you. How's that?
Totally. We will.
Absolutely brilliant, because believe me. But at the meantime, how do we get hold of your music? Are you on Spotify? Are you on all the major platforms?
Pretty much all of those. Spotify, Apple, there's a couple others. Probably Google, I think, is one of them.
Okay.
Google Play.
Okay, and maybe Amazon or something like that. Now, we opened up...
Yeah, that's one.
There you go, I took a guess at that one. Crenshaw Pentecostal. Now, the name of the band was named after a drag strip, is that right?
So, well, sort of. I think we all have maybe a different side of it, but my thing is, we practice at Brian's, like I said, and across the street is a giant Pentecostal church. And it's where I went to church as a kid, actually, which is weird enough. And anyway, we would be practicing early on, and I would be like on Instagram trying to say I'm at band practice or whatever, and the location would always be the Pentecostal church across the street. So we just kind of stole the Pentecostal word, stuck a random name in front of it. It wasn't already a band name, so it was kind of stuck.
You know, I absolutely love that. I really, really do. Pentecostal church, yeah, get it. I really do.
I mean, yeah.
I would too. Not that you go to church that often, do you?
I do, actually. I play guitar for my mom's church.
Okay, well, you have a reason.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So you have a reason to go to church?
Yeah, I do. I do have a reason.
That's good. That really is good. Now, just like we did, we're about to play that. Give me a little bit about the lyrics of this one. Where did that come from? Because this is a great track.
It came from basically an 8-year relationship that ended for me. And that song came out in about 10 minutes, to be honest. I heard something. Honestly, it was morning. I had just woken up. It was a weekend, so I didn't have to go to work. Woke up, and I just started writing. And I wrote the whole thing in 10 minutes, which is rare. I don't usually get a whole song out in one go. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks or months or whatever, but that was really fast. And I wrote the whole thing before I even touched guitar, which is another rare thing. But I wrote it, I sat on it for a day, I picked up guitar and put like a G, C, and A to it, and that was it. I recorded it about 2 weeks after I wrote it, which is the track you got.
You know, Zach, I talk to so many different artists from around the world. The one thing they have in common, and this is really, really cool, is the 5 or 10 minute songs, they have the longevity. They tend to be the best ones. Here at Galaxy is Crenshaw Pentecostal, just like we did. Gosh, Barbara, I'm sweating in here. Good gosh. Wow, and it's
Get
supposed to...
worked up.
Oh, I tell you what, we're supposed to be coming into winter, bro.
It's only 24 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, and it's unseasonably hot. It really, really is. Which basically means in a couple of weeks' time it's going to be hellishly cold. You can see that coming.
It's we're like winding through spring right now, so it's about to get really hot over here.
Yeah,
Probably next month.
yeah. You guys are almost ready for spring break, aren't you?
That's happening now, or like a week ago, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was really
It's right
close.
around now.
Yeah, I thought it would be really, really close. How far away from the Appalachians are you?
2 to 4 hours.
Okay,
We're
you're
in there.
relatively close.
I can get. Yeah, we got the Blue Ridge Mountains here on the west side of the state, and you go up north to get to those mountains. So
Right.
it wouldn't be too far.
Okay, okay. I have some friends down that way that make moonshine and stuff like that. They go and make it up in the Evolution Forest.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, believe me. They've sent me some. The
If I
friend-
can find some, man, I will.
Oh, I tell you what,
You
believe
gotta
me.
know you gotta know somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, well, this is true, apparently. But the surprise was for me, A, that it actually got through customs. But B, they didn't charge me a hell of a lot of money to be able to pay the duty tax on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's legal here in New Zealand, so no worries. Anyway, let's go back to the desk.
Cool.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 27 away from lunchtime, 12 o'clock noon, 23 degrees downtown, and believe me, it's already been way past that. Friday, April 16th, and we're talking to Zach from the band Crenshaw Pentecostal coming out of North Carolina, and believe me, I'm absolutely loving this band. As you guys are, you request it like crazy right now, you really are, and I love the Just Like We Did track we just played. Now, the band being made up of Zach, Brian, Dusty, Jared, and Drew. Yeah. So if you want to get hold of these guys, go on the interwebby thing, go on, Instagram or Facebook, stuff like that. Crenshaw Pentecostal, you'll find them. You really will. Now, as we were saying, it's a really surreal time right now with this COVID virus thing, and there's not a lot of shows being done anywhere in the world, New Zealand being no exception. In fact, we are having shows, but only if you're a New Zealand resident within New Zealand, and, well, you know what I mean, it's not the greatest kind of shows. Having said that, once we get past this, because I'm not thinking that it's going to last forever and a day, would you consider bringing the band to New Zealand, playing in front of New Zealand audiences?
That would be crazy. I'd be down for it. I still want to go, like, I haven't been across the pond at all to play music, I've just done it really, mostly on the East Coast here, a tiny bit of West Coast, but I'd be down to do it.
Well, we would love you to come here to New Zealand and play in front of New Zealand audiences on New Zealand stages, and believe me, we're thinking maybe about 4 shows here in New Zealand. To make it worth it, we'd take you over to Australia, maybe about half a dozen, 8 shows over there. Only because we like their money, though.
Dusty's played in Australia a few times, maybe. I know he's been over there.
Yeah, well, believe me, you may find that New Zealand and Australia, we have this love-hate relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like Americans and Canadians in this ice hockey deal, Same kind of thing. Well, we here in New Zealand, our national sport is actually rugby union. That's like gridiron without pads and helmets.
Yeah.
And you can't pass forward, literally. That's our national game, and well, we have the former New Zealand, well, the former world champions, and in Australia, well, they have the wallabies. Sorry, keep wanting to call them wannabes because they haven't had anything in their cabinet for over 30 years. But, you know, you get the idea that we love to be able to give them a little bit of stick. Now,
Oh yeah.
coming here in New Zealand, I've got to let you know, Zach, that we're a little crazy down here in New Zealand. Are you up for a few challenges while you're here?
Well, it depends. I mean, what's going on down there or over there?
Well, we're the kind of people, we got to be honest with you, if it doesn't make your heart pound a little bit every day, you're not alive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Cool. So, have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
A hoo-hoo grub? No, I have not.
Okay, fair enough. I can let you know that the indigenous folks of New Zealand, the Maori, still today actually have it as a delicacy. They really do. Now, let me fill you let me fill you in here, Zach, believe me, and the rest of the crew's going to absolutely screw their nose up at this one when you show them the video. And I'll get Barbara to send you the instructional videos as well, so you know I'm not pulling your leg, but you know what a caterpillar is, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, this is, well, nothing like it. In fact, it's like a double-decker bus to a Mini. It's big, it's white. Let me say alcohol involved, mostly beforehand. Some people try during, and a lot of them try afterwards, I've got to be honest with you, but you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, don't eat the head, it's yucky, but when you crunch down on the body, it tastes like creamy peanut butter.
Okay.
Believe me, it really does. Yeah, as I said, alcohol, you know what I mean? Lots of alcohol.
Yeah.
You're familiar with festivals and all that sort of stuff, you know, kids wandering around, candy floss, hot dogs, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, let me fill you in here. New Zealand's made up of 3 islands. Right down the bottom is a place called Stewart Island. In fact, it's the only island in New Zealand or associated to New Zealand that actually has a name. Yeah, I mean, Stewart, it's a nice name, it's good, it's okay, but it is a name, right? The next one, and believe me, those who named this country ran out of imagination right there because they called the next one South. And then the one after that, North, right? I mean, brilliant thinking, people. They, you know, so down the west coast of the South Island, they have a place down there called Hokitika. Wild foods festivals down there, and believe me, you won't find kids wandering around with candy floss or hot dogs on a stick. You might actually find them with, you know, a deep fried locust or something on a stick. You know what I mean? It's a wild foods festival.
Yeah.
Literally,
Okay, yeah, I got you.
literally, it will test your mind in some of the things that they eat down there. You got me?
Wow.
Yeah, road oysters. Yum. I've been trying to say to the management down there for years, you know, how about a store where you can dunk women in chocolate?
Yeah, it's something. I mean, it's something a little different, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That would be all day eating, wouldn't it? It would be. Have you ever
Totally.
have you ever heard of a place in New Zealand called Queenstown?
Never.
Okay, now I don't mean Queensland in Australia. That's where the men wander around in dresses and high heels or something apparently. But Queenstown is a boutique little town, come city. It wants to be a city where all the A-listers from around the world go and get away from paparazzi, the wives. You know what I mean, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Shania Twain owns property down there. Kevin Costner was down there not so long ago, just before the COVID virus. Same with Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves. The deal, you know what I mean? They go and hide down there. And
Oh yeah.
you never, Zach, honestly, you never know who you might bump into down there. But you don't want to bump into me.
Cool.
You really don't want to bump into me.
Why is that?
Because I'll throw you off a bridge. I'm not kidding you, my friend. I really, really will. We have a thing down there called bungee jumping.
Well, we got a little bit of that around here. They, skydiving too, really. They like to just jump out, not even bungee, they just jump.
That's okay. I've been doing that for 37 years. I'll be glad to throw you out of a plane as well.
You been doing that for real?
Yeah, absolutely.
Parachute out?
I took it up in the Air Force and, never gave it up.
That's cool.
Yeah, believe me. And I've done many jumps. I really, really have. But, down in Queenstown, we'll give you a bungee jump literally down there. Now, I tell you what, you're not Australian, so we'll attach the bungee. What do you reckon?
All right, I'll do that. If you attach it, I'm fine.
Nice. Now, at the same time, there's a thing called the shot over jet down there, and these are huge jet boats going down the shot over river. Now, these guys go breakneck speed and turn the boats inside out, upside down, all around, get really, really close to the walls. The whole deal, so fast, it's not funny, but you won't spill a drop of your beer.
Huh. I think I've seen some videos of that, honestly, where it's just real tight and they're whipping around in there.
Absolutely.
That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. We'll take you down and... now, do you get into skiing?
What was that?
Do you get into skiing, snowboarding, skiing, stuff like that?
No, we have a lot of that here in the state. Up in the mountains on the west side of the state, there's a lot of ski resorts and snowboarding stuff up there, but I don't do it. I don't know.
He's a musician.
I might, I'm going to break something. So that's why I don't do it.
That's why we say if it doesn't scare the living shit out of you at least once a day, don't come to New Zealand. We take you up to Mount Ruapehu and push you down a mountain as well. Have you ever been inside a big cave?
I have been in a cave. I believe I was in Tennessee, one state over. They got a bunch of caverns and stuff over there. So I have been down in a cave a couple times.
Okay, well, we've got some very impressive caves here, especially in the North Island, where you can go and visit the stalagmites, all that sort of stuff. But they have glowworms in their place. Absolutely fantastic. It's a sight to behold, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Nice. Now, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
I don't believe I have.
Okay, well, more alcohol involved in this one. You're going to love this, you really are. And believe me, don't worry about togs or anything like that. We have mankinis that you can put on, and you can take them home with you as well. You can have any colour you like as long as it's in fluoro. Now, what it is a big, clear plastic ball. We put you inside it and roll you down a hill.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Lots of fun. Why I say more alcohol as well. We'll put some runners in front of you. Now it's like moving Skittles, and the more alcohol you have, the better it looks when you run over their heads.
I like that. I like that idea. I'm down with that.
Okay. Are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, about an hour and a half away from where we are right here in this office right now is the original set of Hobbiton. We'll take you over there and set you loose and show you around the place as well. Unfortunately, I can't get in there. I've been banned.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
apparently.
don't know. I'm not too shocked about that, really.
Well, I tell you what, the reason why I was banned was, well, apparently one of their security cards went missing.
A security guard?
A security cart. You know the golf cart thing?
Oh, cart. Okay.
Yeah,
Cart,
yeah. Apparently they're quite expensive too. Ended up in the middle of a lake.
It's in a lake.
It did. A friend of mine has a helicopter as well. He dropped it off there for me. He did. And so I'm not allowed back in. But having said that, you see, the guy who actually was the producer of Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson, is actually a good friend of mine. I went to university with them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
they let me in when I'm with Pete. Yeah, they're not gonna upset the boss at all. This Old House. Tell me about this track.
I'm sorry, what was that?
This Old House. Tell me about this track.
Oh, This Old House. Well, again, I think that I wrote that before that relationship ended. But yeah, I was sitting at home as usual, and that's another quick one. That there's two in a row you've got me with, but that song came out pretty quick. And I was sitting at home thinking about the old house I was living in. It was built in like early 50s, I think it was. And I don't know, I'll get one verse down and it's sort of, I can see the story already, or see kind of where it's going or where it wants to go. And just try to let my hand and brain do all the rest.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Top of the show, I said to you, I'm finding it hard getting through a breakfast show without playing at least one Crenshaw Pentecostal song. This Old House so far has 1,117 requests, and believe me, it's still climbing here at Galaxy.
That's awesome. That's really nice.
Oh, don't you worry, Zach. Wait until you hear the results for Picture Show.
Nice.
As I say,
I got to figure out when I wrote that.
Well, I tell you, Picture Show is just creaming it. It really, really is. I think we're playing it, at least once a day on the breakfast show?
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal for us.
That's awesome.
It really is.
That's really
For the
cool.
last 6 weeks.
And I got to let you know, Zach, it's not easy getting an interview with us. Barbara gets about 30 bands a day, and then she has to whittle it
Really?
out. Yeah, look, bro, we've only got a certain amount of time in a week to be able to do these. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the time differences and all that,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a real pain in the butt. But then she takes that to production. They whittle that down again. Then it goes to a board for approval, all that sort of stuff. Then it comes to me. Now, Barbara hands it to me on a USB device. It doesn't give me any information at all. And I play you literally in my car. Now, for two reasons. First reason is nobody can influence me on whether I want to do the interview or not, right? And my credentials, literally, bro, is I've been an engineer now for about 40 years. I've been not only studio engineer, but front of house. Been a DJ for about the same amount of time, and complete, arsehole for an extra couple of 20 other than that as well. I got to be honest. But it's not often that I find a band I like. Okay?
Oh, that's awesome.
And I like Crenshaw Pentecostal a lot. The other reason too, by the way, and nobody wants to drive with me is, well, nobody wants to drive with me. They think going sideways is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so. Barbara's son and grandson are New Zealand champion race car drivers. They don't think it's weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's true too. They are. By the way, Zach, just wondering, are you a vegan?
Not at all. No.
Not at all. You haven't tried any vegan sausages?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Okay, you may think the question's rather weird, why I would ask that, but just wondering if, vegan sausages are made of real vegans, that's all.
These guys are going to be playing with
Really don't know.
Foxtrot next month, I think.
Yeah, now,
So-
you guys are going to be playing with Whiskey Foxtrot, is that right?
Yeah. The end of May.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very great band. Great band.
Yeah, they're really. I love them. Yeah.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and well, you know, the news can be weird from time to time, and today's no exception. In the news, magic mushrooms, as good as antidepressants, work even if you don't get high. Really? Okay, yeah, the government wants us to give up smoking and take up psychotropic drugs. Good. Like it. Come to New Zealand. You get away with stuff like that now, apparently. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's rather strange. That you know, it's one of those. What do you put that down to, really? Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, it is 9 away from 12 o'clock and 24 degrees downtown, Friday, April 16th, and I'm absolutely elated. I'm joined by Zach Kelly, coming from the band Crenshaw Pentecostal out of North Carolina. Yeah, we seem to be there for quite a bit lately. We really have. What, about 10 bands now that we've been...
And next week.
Yep, and more
Next week.
from over the last 2 months. Wow, very, very busy in that part of the region of America. And today, I'm absolutely elated. Believe me, Crenshaw Pentecostal is a band you want to get behind. Go and find them. Go and get their music. Download it. You can't go wrong. You really, really can't. We love them here. Winston-Salem. Salem, that's the place where they had the witches, wasn't it?
I don't know. It wouldn't shock me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was a witch deal in Salem somewhere at some stage in the history of Salem. I really do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Believe me, I think
I
I've
can see that.
yeah, I think I've seen it in a picture show somewhere. Good segue. Tell me about picture show. This is your most requested song. We are up over 2,800. In fact, 2,888, and climbing so far to requesting it. Tell me how it got so successful. What's the magic behind it?
The magic, just a catchy little, chorus, just a short chorus. That's all you need. Just a few words, I really don't know where Picture Show came from. It was in there somewhere. Sometimes I'll just sort of think of a story or think of a situation, not even thinking about me, just me as someone else or whatever, a character, anything. But yeah, Picture Show, I wanted something fun and sort of a happy song, So I somehow come out with Picture Show.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Zach. When we first started playing it, we didn't say anything to anybody, just played it, and our internet literally blew up. It really, really did. Everybody wanted to know who, what, when, where, how high. You know what I mean? And they have been requesting it like crazy, so much so that it made it onto the breakfast show, which is a feat in its own right. Then it hasn't made it off. I got to be honest with you. Every morning I see the same amount of requests, and the production team are going, Crenshaw's in there again. You know what I mean? So believe me, be very, very proud of this. You should be. And I'll let you know right now, 74 countries around the world right now tuned in, 119 cities all listening to this here at Galaxy, the #1 most requested Crenshaw Pentecostal song, Picture Show.
Nice.
How are you feeling, Zach? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. This is cool.
Nice. I'll give you the number of the people online at the end of this because it's still ticking over, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Now, after this, we do a couple of crazy things. We do some photos, we take some photos.
Do crazy things.
I do crazy
You
things.
do, yeah.
Yeah, it's in my system. I was born that way.
Pull your faces.
Yeah, ADD or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I know all about that.
Oh,
Yeah, believe me, bro.
I know all about that.
All about that. I'm all about that. I gave up taking the pills years ago.
Oh, me too. Hated it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, mate. Absolutely.
Oh,
Um,
you put your talent into what he's doing and to create.
Yeah, exactly. I
his
mean,
music.
if he was sedated, he wouldn't be such a successful writer like he is. And I respect what you do, bro. I really, really do. So what I'm basically saying to you is, when you do again...
Totally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And when you see Brian, by the way, give him a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
Oh, totally.
Believe me, I was all geared up to talk to Brian, and then I came in this morning, oh no, I'm talking to Zach, and it's like, really?
He definitely needs it. He definitely needs it.
Yeah. Brian, if you're going to watch this later on, poke in the eye from me. He'll love it. He will. But we absolutely love your music here, and there's about 15 of us in this office that runs this radio station. Every day we love Crenshaw Pentecostal. We were really, really excited to know that we're going to be doing the interview with you guys.
That's amazing. I can't believe that. I really can't.
No, there is, honestly.
Tell him how when he's listening.
I will tell
we
him
will
how many
ask
he's listening at the end of this, okay? Literally, the on-air producer, she's going, tell him how many he's listening. But if I tell you now, it doesn't give you the full amount at the end, does it? Oh, look at that, he's got all skinny.
That's right.
There we go, he's back again. Anyway, let's wrap this up for now, but don't go anywhere just yet, my friend. We've got a couple of things we're going to do next.
Okay.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 2 away from lunchtime, midday, 21 degrees. You see, I'm not doing too bad. I'm on the money today. It is Friday, April 16th. And Zach, just one more thing before we go. How did you guys meet? How long have you guys actually been playing together as a band?
I think we're on our 4th year. This will be our 4th year together.
That's really, really cool, because believe me, I think you guys do have a future. Just wondering, have you ever been signed?
Never.
Okay.
Some members of the band have been in other bands, other signed bands, but as this band, no.
Okay, all right. Believe me, I might talk to you about that after we wrap this up. I'm pretty sure I know somebody that would be very interested in adding you to their label. So we'll have a chat about that very, very much afterwards. Of course, it's got to be a unanimous thing with all of the band, not just one member. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the meantime, folks, that wraps it up for us. Don't go anywhere just yet, Jack. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Have a very happy and safe weekend. See you on Monday.
Galaxy.